So this stitch is called the chevron stitch. So we're going to start with our foundation chain. So basically you're going to do multiple sets of 16 stitches. So for this example, I'm going to do 2 sets of 16 stitches, which is a total of 32 stitches. And then you're going to add an additional 2 stitches, making it 34. So we'll start by making a slip knot. And then go ahead and chain 34. So I chained 34. And then the next step would be to insert 2 single crochets into the first stitch from the hook. Actually, the second stitch from the hook. So go ahead and insert 2 single crochets. All right, once you do that, you're going to go ahead and insert 1 single crochet into each of the next 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so once you're done with your 7 single crochets, you're going to skip the next single crochet, and then you're going to insert a single crochet into each of the next 7 stitches. So we're skipping this one, insert 1 single crochet to the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so after you're done crocheting your next your 7 single crochets, you're going to insert 3 single crochets into the next stitch. So 1, in the same stitch you're going to insert 3 single crochets. So that's my second one, and then the third one. All right, so basically we're just going to repeat our last step. So we're going to insert single crochet into the next 7 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, so now that you have your 7 single crochets, you're going to skip 1 single crochet, and then you're going to insert 1 single crochet into the next 7 stitches. So we're skipping this one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then in the next stitch you're going to end with 2 single crochets into that stitch. So 1, and 2. This is what it looks like. That's what it looks like so far. So now you're going to chain 1 and then you're going to turn your work. So for this next row, you're going to insert 2 single crochets into the first single crochet from the, last single crochet from the previous row, which is this one. We're going to insert 2 single crochets into that stitch. One and 2. Okay, just like the previous row, you're going to insert 1 single crochet into the next 7 stitches, or into the next 7 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So once you have your 7 single crochets, you're going to skip the next 2 single crochets. So you're gonna skip this and this, and then you're going to insert 1 single crochet into the next 7 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So the next stitch here, you're going to insert 3 single crochets. So remember the last row we inserted 3, so we're just gonna do the same. So you're going to insert 3 single crochets into the next stitch. Right, and then you're going to insert 1 single crochet into the next 7 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So after that, you're going to skip the next 2 stitches. Remember the last row we skipped just 1 stitch, so this time we're skipping 2 stitches. And then you're going to insert your hook into the 3rd stitch, and then that's your first single crochet. You're going to do 6 more single crochets. So 1 into the next 6 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, so in this last stitch, you're going to go ahead and insert 2 single crochets into that stitch. So 1, and 2. And this is what it looks like so far. So we're just repeating the last row. Basically, you're going to chain 1 and turn, and then you're going to insert 2 single crochets into that first stitch. So 1 and 2. All right, so and then you're going to insert 1 single crochet into each of the next 7 stitches. So 1, 2, and then you're going to skip 2 single crochets. So 1, 2, insert your hook into the next stitch. So 1, 2, insert your hook here, and then you're going to just insert 1 single crochet into the next 7 stitches. So 1, 2. So in the next stitch, you're going to insert 3 single crochets, just like the previous row. 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to insert 1 single crochet into the next 7 stitches. 1, 2, and then just like the previous row, we're going to skip 2 stitches. So 1, 2, and then you insert 1 single crochet into the next 7 stitches each. So 1, 2, and then in the last stitch, you're just going to insert 2 single crochets, just like the previous row. One and 2. Chain 1 and turn your work. So that's basically the pattern. You can see it looks like a W. So this is exactly what you're gonna repeat. Make as many rows as you want. So you chain 1, turn your work, and then insert 2 single crochets into the first stitch, and then insert 1 single crochet into the next 7 stitches, skip 2 stitches, and then insert 1 single crochet into the next 7 stitches. The next stitch, you're going to insert 3 single crochets, and then in the next 7 stitches, you're going to insert 1 single crochet each, and then reach this point, you skip 2 stitches, and then insert 1 single crochet into the next 7 stitches, and in the last stitch, you're just going to insert 2 single crochets, chain 1, and turn. And that's what you're just gonna repeat back and forth over and over again until you get the length that you want. So that's about it. I'm just gonna make a few more steps. I'm gonna make a few more rows, and then I will show you what it looks like.